I'm Sid, and these are my best friends. My mom, Kim, my dad, Ty, and my sister, Maddie, who before starting her own adventure, joined us in rocking out a state-of-the-art refit on our floating home. Now, we're ready to set sail to die with memories, not dreams, and live dauntless.
So shiny.
Oh, love them.
Okay, so we asked everyone their opinion. Fixed props, feathering props, folding props, what props to go on the boat, and we chose to go with
Max props.
Yeah.
It does kind of seem like a shame to take this beautiful shiny prop and then we have to scuff it like so, because we're going to do prop speed on these guys to keep, of course, any growth down. But today they're going to get painted that lovely yellow color and go on the boat. So we are going to have feathering props to make us go faster, less drag. This is what the prop looks like when we are under sail. And the cool thing about Max props is when you're in gear, depending on which direction you're going, the prop literally reverses itself. So for example, the prop would be turning, in this case clockwise, and digging in, and when you go to reverse, the prop then swivels the blades the opposite direction. So it's almost as if you've got a reverse built prop when you're backing up, and you've got a forward built prop when you're going forward. And then of course, as you go under sail and you are no longer driving the shaft, these blades and the force of the water will lay these blades out, and you have virtually zero drag in the water.
What are you doing?
I'm scuffing the sail drive. Zzz. Zzz. There's two.
Why are you doing that?
So that we can put bottom paint on them so that they don't get barnacles and stuff. Hopefully.
Or less, anyway. Cool.
It's exciting. So we can go in the water.
You make it sound like that's happening soon.
Well, if today's Monday, it should have happened yesterday. I'm just kidding.
Yesterday was Sunday. That's not possible.
I know. Thursday is the goal, right?
It's ish.
We're trying. We're doing what needs to be done, and we'll get there when we get there.
That's the attitude. Good job.
We'll get there when we get there.
All right.
I hope it's Thursday.
Yeah, well, it might be Friday, but either way, it's still good. So
this week.
Yeah.
I hope for this week.
Okay. We can try.
Okay.
All right. That sounds like getting your nails down to chalkboard.
That's why I'm doing it and not you.
I know.
Go ahead.
All right, so we are finishing up our sail drive install and the bottom bits. And part of that is these block-off plates that go around a sail drive. Every manufacturer does them differently. Ours were just pieces of fiberglass, and I took the old ones out and made templates, and I put the new ones in, which we'll show you here in just a minute. But also with the new sail drives comes these rubber boots. And this cavity that's up inside of here, if you want to show everybody, there's this big open space. Now water, of course, is going to get up in here, but we want to prevent any growth from, or excess growth from building up in there. And the manufacturer provides these boots, but it's always kind of a pain in the ass on how it's going to go together. The Lagoon, they just screwed them in, which I didn't particularly care for, and then glued on the cover plates. These cover plates that we made, we're going to Sika in, but this I'm going to trim so it just barely fits this inside, so that when the plates go up in there without screwing them in and putting more holes in the boat, it'll just hold this rubber boot just up in. Obviously it overlaps right now, so I'm going to cut it to follow this little trim right here. Come on, baby. There we go. And now the cover plates will go over top of that, and that'll keep any water from getting up, or any marine life. Water will obviously go in there. It'll keep the marine life out. So, peel that off. Now we're gonna hit the sail drive.
Let the fun begin.
Taking these gorgeous bronze props and painting them yellow. It just seems like sacrilege.
Yeah. So, what are you putting on, and why did we decide to do it?
Everybody told us to put prop speed on, so we are. And it is expensive, but it's supposed to, one, be a corrosion inhibiting primer, and then over top of it is the silicone, this clear coat with silicone in it, and the silicone is supposed to keep any marine growth from growing on it. And they say it's 1 to 2 years is how long it lasts. So we will see. We'll let you guys know.
We'll be the judge of that.
If it lasts that long, and if it's worth the hundreds of dollars that it costs. This is a 500 mil kit, which says it's good for 2 props from 13 inches to 30 inches in diameter. So some people say that they don't give you enough primer, which is this yellow stuff that I'm putting on. So I'm curious to see if we're gonna need more.
I really hope we don't, because, well, we don't have any more.
Well, we're gonna get through one prop and see if we've gone through more than half of the material. And if we've gone through more than half of the material, then we know that somebody's got to run over to the supply house and get more.
So how long after the primer goes on do you wait for the clear coat?
I think it's as soon as it's dry to the touch, you start painting on the clear. It's all pretty much a chemical, appears to be a kind of a chemical bond. So I'm doing 3 coats of primer instead of 2, solely for the fact that I'm trying to even out the color, because it's going to be yellow. It should be evenly yellow, not
Well,
blotchy and
it does say
splotchy.
2 generous coats, so.
Well, and with the moving props, it's kind of hard to get a generous coat without getting runs. So I'm doing 3 so that I can get in all the nooks and crannies with lighter coats and trying to mitigate any runs or puddles or any of that nonsense.
This. So is this your coaching up a chip brush?
Yeah. I'm gonna beat up on chip bristles. They do their best. Sometimes they just don't get all the garbage out. They contradict themselves. They say in their video, I watched the video and read the instructions, that you're supposed to use a high quality brush. This says disposable brush. So, here we go.
Well, you compromised. You used a disposable brush that you coached up to be a
Medium quality.
a quality disposable brush.
It's above average.
And of course it's clear coat so you can't see anything.
Can I have a tray, another tray?
Yeah, go get one.
Because I need to hold a flashlight because I can't see shit.
All right.
And it's too windy to open the door.
Well, I think it's too cold. And then paint the underwater lights.
Yep. See, aren't you glad I saved us by putting RGBs in? You're welcome.
No.
When you buy a set of Max props, this is actually really cool. They give you a disposable grease gun to be able to grease all the fittings. It comes lubricated and assembled, but once everything gets installed on the boat, you need to take out these little set screws and put in this little grease zerk on the inside, just like that. Ooh. It's temporary, which then hooks up to this grease gun here. And then you squeeze the grease from the tube through the gun into here until it starts coming out the joint so that it's completely lubricated underwater. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just double checking that I have all my parts, set screws, I'm good to go. And then as soon as I get the spline shafts greased and the props on, then we're gonna fill them full of grease.
And then we can check that off the list.
And then of course we have to put the zincs on. So, let's do it.
So guys, we decided that we're gonna do a video in the future that actually goes into much more detail about why we chose to do the Max props, why we chose a 4-blade, and kind of what led us down this path. And we're actually gonna be doing that with our friend Dave, who has extensive experience, not only as a pilot with props, but also being the fact that he has used Max props for a lot of years. So we are gonna do that in the future. Look forward to that. It's gonna be coming after we get to Fort Pierce.
Where it's warm. So the first thing you need to do is lube your shaft.
I'm sorry. All the girls think that's important.
Oh, hold on. That's my timer to...
For a video to go live.
Can you come hold the camera for a second while I do this? I'm having a really hard time concentrating.
All right.
Then...
Where's the shaft? Oh, there it is.
Goes onto the thrust bearing, right there.
Oh. There's a rudder.
Oh my God.
Just ran into the rudder.
We installed those. Oh, wow. And that doesn't move. It cracked my neck when I hit it. All right.
Who needs a chiropractor when you've got rudders? Hey Ty, watch where you're going this time.
Going to. This threads down. This is the big nut that threads down over top of the sail drive shaft. Go get a wrench.
Oh, nope. There's the grease.
Oh, stop it. Okay. We gotta line it up because this nut slides or lines up with some splines in there that these little guys go into. And if I adjusted it right, after it's
It should just
snug,
go right in.
it should thread right in.
Let's see how good you did.
Look how good Ty is.
So far, so good.
You only have to do it once.
So far, so great.
Don't go getting too far ahead of yourself, buddy. You did have to do the engines
And
the rudders
twice.
That's a true fact. Okay. Get these cinched down nice and tight. All right, one more thing about these props. We chose to do something really cool on this boat. And I talked to Max Props about it. Because these are adjustable in direction based on whether you've got a clockwise or a counterclockwise rotating either shaft or sail drive or what have you, is that we can actually do counter rotating props. Instead of the props running the same direction, which causes prop walk in a boat, which causes the back of the boat to shift one direction or the other based on the direction that the props normally turn, our props will counter-rotate opposite of one another. So in forward motion, this prop will rotate like so and basically push outwards. So when we track straight with both engines running, we're not going to shift from one side to the other. The boat will run perfectly straight. And that's pretty cool.
Did you say that the other prop will go the other direction?
I did.
Okay, just making sure.
Sydney,
Yeah.
will you please go get me? I'm going to think of it. The Tef gel.
Where'd you put it?
Where I put all the Tef gel.
He has no idea.
I just realized that I'm putting hardware in with dissimilar metals. And
So you have to take all those out?
Well, not necessarily.
You have to do it twice.
It's been such a long 6 months. Getting to the end and I'm like, huh? Oh, I got some resistance. Oh, there we go.
Where's it coming out of?
The back.
Oh, the back.
Oops, here. Okay, we're there.
I don't have a good angle. Hold on.
He kind of wiped it already, so.
It's alright, you can still see. Okay, now how about... Whoa! Huh. Quick, get a towel. Don't just leave her sitting there.
Jesus, Sydney. Are you serious? Oh my God. That just happened.
Here.
Why do we tell jokes?
To make ourselves laugh, Dad.
And if somebody else laughs?
It's just a bonus.
That's right.
It's because we think they're funny.
All right, Ty, round 2. Have you learned your lessons?
Probably not.
Did you put Tef gel on the inside of that one?
I did.
So I'm not very good at this because I haven't had a lot of experience. And this stuff is super stringy and gooey.
I think you're doing a great job.
Thanks. But without getting it on myself, oh boy. That is what I'm doing on this side.
That's the valve.
This is the through hole valve. So obviously it actuates like so to close or open for whatever its purpose. This one I think is for either a shower or the generator. I'm not 100% positive. And then I just did the one for the poop tube. Yums. The yum tube. So,
All right, well, I'm going to go see Dad.
all right. Will you take the acetone to him?
Yep.
All right, Ty, are you ready?
I'm happy. Making a mess. I have to wipe this up with acetone, get the excess off. All right. Ooh. 14 brand new to us modules. All right.
We are, I don't know, give or take about 24 hours away from Splash Day, which is freaking amazing. So, we've got a few things on our list that we still have to check off, but we are going to be like rapid fire getting these things checked off. We just finished our through holes and all are completely caulked in. Temperatures have not been cooperative, so we're finally above 40 degrees and can actually start doing that. Or finish doing that, so that's done. We can get them painted now, which means the last bit of anti-fouling will go on everything more than 12 hours before splash, which is according to the manufacturer's guidelines on that. So we'll have that done, and then Ty is going to jump in those engine spaces, and we are actually going to turn those engines over before we splash to make sure that they work. So if everything goes well today, cross your fingers, knock on wood, whatever we have to do. We're going in the water tomorrow. Yes. We officially bought this Sunken Leopard 50 on Ty's birthday, March 30th, 2021. Sid, Ty, and I spent 10 days in April removing sand, mud, clothes, and more sand out of her. It wasn't until August 5th, 2021 that we actually began her repairs. Today is February 1st, 2022, almost 6 months to the day from the time we actually started the repair process. She's ready to re-enter the water. We asked you all a while back, if the choice were yours, which boat would you keep? And the resounding response was to keep this beauty. If you've been watching closely, we've been dropping hints throughout the repair process. We have decided that our adventure should continue on this boat. She is Dauntless.
Thank you. All right, raise your hands. You all thought this day was never going to happen.
As much as we tried to get the engines running before today, it just didn't happen. It actually worked out in the end because the yard prefers to tow boats our size out of the slip. So now, with her floating here, we can commission the engines, do a sea trial, and get her ready to head down the Intercoastal to Fort Pierce, where we'll finish the refit. If you've enjoyed the resurrection process to this point, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and smash that notification bell because we have so much more to do. And since you're already there, give this video a thumbs up. And if you know anyone who's in the market for the state-of-the-art Lagoon 450, leave us a comment below. Hey guys, we are so excited to be moving this boat down the Intercoastal, headed to Florida and out of cold weather, thank God.
No lie.
Once we get this boat secured in Fort Pierce, we actually are going to be headed to the Miami Boat Show. So if you're going to be in the area and want to hit up the show, follow our stories. We're going to post where we are all the time. So follow that on Instagram and Facebook.
And if you haven't bought your tickets yet, click in the link below and you can buy the tickets so they know that we sent you.
Yay!
But also, oh, yeah, we're going to be around the show. Come see us. Follow the stories. It's going to be like Where's Waldo? We have no idea where we're going, but we want to meet you. We want to see you. And thanks for following, and we'll see you guys soon.